to Siji Podcast. Siji Podcast.
Oh my god, your Japanese accent is so sexy. Say it again. Pizza. Truk. Gobis. Power Rangers. Miss call. Melek. Singapura. Macaroni. Mickey Mouse. Screenshot.
Okay, so are you familiar with the challenge that we've just watched?
Yes, of course. The challenge is called accent challenge.
Yes. The one that we watch is in Japanese.
Yes.
Do you know other than Japanese accent that is in this challenge?
Yes, I've seen so many people doing this challenge in TikTok, but not only in Japanese, but also in Vietnamese, in Balinese, and so on.
Okay.
What do you think, Izzy?
Okay, I think it's very, very interesting because back then people was not very confident in their accent, especially when they are speaking in English. Even me myself, when I speak English, I didn't think that I have this Japanese accent, which we call as Mada. Yes, but then my friend told me that, Angie, you have this Japanese accent when you are speaking in English. And at first I didn't believe it, but then it just makes me discouraged and I feel not confident in speaking in English. Do you have this kind of experience too?
Yes, I feel you that much because sometimes my friend told me that Sarah, your English is very mado, and sometimes it makes me discouraged and feel that I cannot speak English. I prefer not to speak English because I was afraid to make mistakes and I was afraid towards people's perception about me myself because so back then maybe if there were someone who tell me, Sarah, your English is very mado, I prefer not to speak English and decided to I'm going to speak Indonesia, which is we know now as a bad thing.
Yeah, but did you realize, because I've just realized after we attend this social linguistics class and also CCU class, having an accent is normal.
Yes.
And then we know that accent is a part of our identity, and whether we realize it or not, we all have an accent.
Yes.
We cannot just go away from it because in fact, depending on our linguistic repertoire, many of us have different accents, and then that accents are formed in how, where, and when we learn the language. And then therefore, accents is inevitable and inseparable from us. What do you think about this?
I do agree that accent is the part of our identity. And again, the thing that I want to add here is we need to take a look at the first purposes why we learn a certain language, why we learn English, why we learn Indonesian, why we learn Japanese, and so on. And I do believe that one of the purposes we learn those languages is because we want to be able to communicate with that language. And if we take a look at that purpose, we should know that as long as you can speak and other people can understand what you mean, what the message you want to convey, I think that's fine having
Yes,
accent.
that's right.
So we have talked about so many things about accent itself, and for the conclusion, what do you think, Angie? Is having an accent is a good thing or a bad thing?
It's totally bad.
No, oh my god.
It's obviously a good thing, just like what you've mentioned before, that if our purpose, our goal is to communicate with others, and then we need to make sure that other people understand what we are talking about, then we should not only speak, but we should also reflect on our accent. Can people understand me if I speak in my accent like that?
I do agree with your statement about reflect. Self-evaluation is one of the most important part of our learning. We know that it is important to have an evaluation in order to improve our capability in doing something. And of course, in English too, we need to keep improving ourselves by reading, by listening, and doing many things that can improve ourselves. Don't get stuck in your comfort zone, because it's a bad thing.
Yes, it's a bad thing.
So basically, once again, I believe that having an accent is fine and normal.
Yeah.
And actually, I'm just grateful because people nowadays are not ashamed with the accent they have, and they are just go on with what they have.
Okay, yes. To close today's conversation, it's true that we don't have to be ashamed
Yes,
of our
exactly.
accent, all of you too. Okay, I have this quote.
Yes.
An accent can be a beautiful thing as it is a part of your identity and heritage. That's all from us. This is me, Angie.
And I'm Sarah.
See you on
the next podcast. Bye bye.